Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. If you've been watching our previous videos, you know that we were in Marbella, and if you haven't been checking out our second vlog channel, you won't have known that we've actually had to come back to the UK and look at one of our property projects. Go check out the vlog channel if you haven't already. We actually documented the whole trip back. So
Some fun times.
Yeah, we had to drive all the way from Marbella.
Yeah, we drove all the way from Marbella to Barcelona. We spent 24 hours there. And we drove straight back here. The reason we did that is because there were no ferries available. So that was a mammoth drive, amazing road trip. So yeah, go watch that.
Yeah.
But we want to show you around this house now that we've recently bought.
Yeah, so we haven't showed this one yet. We actually completed on it around 6 weeks ago. We left it in the hands of a contractor that we knew and worked with previously. Things were going well at the start and then it all started to go wrong. Hence us then coming back 4 weeks into our Marbella trip, which was going to be 8 weeks. But we're going to do a full walkthrough, explain the figures on the purchase price and the refurb, explain a little bit why things went wrong and what happened. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Shall we start from the front, Matt?
Yeah, so starting from the outside, let me pan up. This is what the house looks like. It's a 3-bedroom mid-terrace house, a little bigger than the traditional ones or others that we've recently refurbed.
And I put a picture on the screen of what it used to look like. It was yellow, so we painted it white to give it more of a modern look. We painted this glossy black. That was a horrible green colour.
There was so much clearance to start with as well. We went through around 5 skips at a cost of about £1,200.
Yes.
So that was a hell of a lot of stuff that had to be cleared. It was a probate property, so there was a lot of old stuff in the house.
So this is the front door. We do need to get a new door because it's looking very shabby.
We sure do. Working our way inside. It's a complete shell essentially at the moment, so that's what you're going to see.
So there was about 3 layers of plaster. I'm going to let you shut the door quickly, Matt. Not 3 layers of plaster, sorry. There was 3 layers of wallpaper. We took it all off. This wall is pretty okay, but there's a lot of also replastering and skimming in the kitchen and bathrooms that need doing. So this house has 2 reception rooms. It's on a great road and it's more of a family house, this one.
So this is the living room on the left as you look at the house from the outside.
Yeah, so, how should we explain it? So
I think, let's take a look at the room.
We ripped carpets up and took all the wallpaper off. Then explain what you think happened.
Yeah, so then the contractors actually decided to take the old ceiling down, which wasn't a needed job because it looks actually all right. And obviously now they've put some plasterboard up, not been done in the best way, as you can see. So that's something that we'll need to sort.
Yeah.
There's actually a big hole over there as well.
So we were planning on, skimming the ceilings?
Well, no, because the old ceilings, I'll show you in the other lounge, we could have just left it and painted over it.
We're going to paint over it or something just to make it look a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
And then we got like a WhatsApp message of literally the roof on the, hanging off.
The ceiling pulled down, all the old wood. So now it will need reskimming, because obviously you've got to do that over the plasterboard.
So that unfortunately took us back about a week. Just that stuff, fixing the ceiling, and it's not even been done well or done.
And to be honest, that's where we called it a day with the contractor, and partly the reason why it hasn't progressed since that time, and that's why we've come back.
I think there was something else that happened after this.
May have been a couple of days, but I think that, and combined with a few other things, we just...
There was a few things that happened, and we kept giving them a chance because we've worked with them previously. It was amazing, really good, but unfortunately I think his mental health, his life at home just wasn't going great, so obviously reflected on working, and as we weren't here to constantly check on it, we just decided to call it a day. But
and it's important we show you all this. If you've been following us for a while, you know we do quite a few property refurbs. We've been investing in property for a while now, but it's important that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes these things do happen, and it's important that we show you the bad times as well as the good. Yeah,
with social media you tend to just see the good things, and when problems happen to you, you think, why is this not happening to anybody else? But if you've had problems too, it's just part of the journey, and we're just going to learn from it and keep on going. So another problem we've got is this room. This is in the front living room as well.
Yeah, so the main concern you can see here is we have such an abundance of materials that aren't even needed yet. things like the kitchens here, which shouldn't be built in places like this because there's going to be a lot more dirt and debris and everything, and usually that would arrive later, but miscommunications there with the people working on it and the suppliers.
And the first contractor we had, things had timescales, and materials take a while to get here, so we ordered them in advance. But then we stopped working with him, so we've been left with it. This was the kitchen. I'll put a picture of what it looked like on the screen. So it's just an old kitchen, kind of had a nice cabinet like here. The oven was through this little archway, and then there was cabinets around here.
Yeah, so it's an L-shaped kitchen. There's some mould and dark patches, as you can see on the wall there. That was from a washing machine leak. We've done inspections and it's not rising damp or continuing. So that's why that looks like that, but that'll be replastered and sorted out.
So all the wallpaper was taken off. This needs replastering, doesn't it? Like it's all...
Yeah. And so there was actually a point where the kitchen, half the kitchen was actually put up here.
Yeah. Oh, so this is where we got after the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so what happened was, once that all happened, we just said, look, focus on the kitchen and just sort that, because we'd got all the kitchen materials, they had arrived. We were like, you specialise in kitchens anyways, right? So we were like, just focus on it.
We didn't say put up the kitchen before, it obviously needed replastering and everything first.
Yeah.
That wasn't done.
That wasn't done. And then it just was just not going right. Like even, I don't know how to explain it in a nice way. I'm getting lost for words, to be fair.
No, I think you've explained it really well. Yeah. That is what happened. It is what it is. Should we show everyone the next area?
Yeah, so this is like the downstairs toilet. It's literally tiny.
Yeah.
And then the back door.
Just like that. Back door's here. We'll show you out to the garden later in the video. So we've got quite a nice potential feature in this house, and that is this feature staircase. It doesn't look too great at the moment.
Yeah, it's nice.
As you can see, it curves around. So with a big mirror up there and light, it will look really nice.
Oh, look at that.
You're tired, Summer?
Yeah, I'm tired. Let me take the camera now, Matt.
Yeah, sure.
And you show us the lovely upstairs.
Yeah, coming up, I'll talk to you some more while we're up here as well about the house and all the figures. All right, so let's talk figures. We bought the house for £175,000. Location is in the Midlands, which is the primary area that we invest in. As I said, it's a 3-bed mid-terrace house. We then paid around £6,000-7,000 in stamp duty and solicitor's fees. Obviously, because we own other properties, we have to pay the higher rate stamp duty. So that takes it to, 182. We're looking at a budget of somewhere between 30, best case, and probably 35, more conservatively, for the budget on the refurb. So somewhere in that takes us to around 217,000. And then we're looking at a resale of somewhere between 275 and 285, depending on how the market goes. So that's kind of what we're looking at on this property in terms of numbers. Obviously, there's a lot more to be done now, but we have found someone new to carry on the work. We've seen lots of their previous work. We've actually met them a couple of times, so we've got a good relationship established with them. We've kind of got that initial trust. They're quite a big company, so they're not just like a one-man band, which also shows, I think, a bit more reliability, a bit more social proof, because they've done lots of other building projects. But I'll talk to you more about that later, potentially. Let's show you the rest of the house.
Yeah, shall we quickly explain, though, how we found this property?
Yeah, I think that's 100% worth saying as well. Thanks for reminding me. So we found this through our letter strategy, which is one of the key methods that we've used to find below market properties directly from sellers, rather than going through estate agents over the last couple of years. You can actually get that exact letter in our complete property e-guide, which we'll link in the description below and perhaps in the pinned comment section. Definitely worth getting that, because it's the exact one that we use. We send that to a few thousand houses in the area. We have a distribution guy that we use who actually goes and puts those letters through the doors.
We used to do it ourselves.
Yeah, we started off doing it ourselves in the evenings, weekends. So that's something you can do when you're starting out. Photocopy the letter, send it to all the houses in like the town or city centre that you want to target. And then we've got a call. So it was a probate property, which basically means that when someone passes away, it's a deceased estate, gets passed down to the family. Usually at that point, they're thinking, well, I don't want this house, I've got to sell it. So there was no chain and no one lived here. And we were able to show that we could purchase a property quickly. as we experienced. We had solicitors already instructed and ready, funds ready to go that we could prove, and so that enabled him to choose to sell it to us. He was actually due to put it on Rightmove with an agent the next week or so, but they wanted the money faster, and we managed to agree a price with them directly, which was good. Let's check out this room then, which is bedroom 3. So it's like a single room, still got a nice window over there. And so this is basically how you access the current bathroom. So it seems a bit strange, but you've got to remember with how old these houses are, they wouldn't have an original toilet or shower or anything in the house when they were built. It would have been outside in an outbuilding. So now this would have been an extension in 19 something. And this is the room. So we've got the old shower here. This is where the old immersion boiler heater was. So cupboard, I've taken that out. I'm taking the toilet and sink out. What we're going to do instead is have a nice bath coming from here in this corner. It's a family house, so it's important that we have a bath and not just showers. And this area here is where the standing shower is going to be because it's the most height. And then this side you have the toilet and sink by the window. We'll then decorate this room, new skirting, new carpet, and that'll look good.
So when we first were looking at this house and we're trying to solve the problem for the bathroom, we were thinking of putting a corridor in, but that would then block that window up for the bedroom, and it would make this room super small. And then we had another idea of making another walkway. So there was a walkway along this room, and then it cut across the back. But we
decided on both those options. We'd lose too much space inside the house, and it would make this room too small.
And it's not a big bathroom, really, is it?
No. Next bedroom, then we're going to go into this one over here. I'm going to explain exactly what we're going to do with the bedrooms. I've just remembered actually something really useful we found while doing these refurbs is a website called ITS. So all the tools you could possibly need for a property renovation, or if you're a contractor of any sorts really, like the website is absolutely huge. They're actually doing a big Black Friday sale coming soon as well. What I love about them is they'll price match any of the other big tool stores, so you can get a great price. And if you order before 7 p.m, you get next day delivery. So it's been fun. We've actually done some work ourselves on this one because we haven't had contractors when we needed to. Got my hands stuck in. So check out the website.
Yeah, and if you spend £60 or more, you get a £30 free gift bag bundle.
Yeah, who doesn't love a gift bag, right?
So use the code Matt and Summer, put it on the screen. But if you need to get some new tools, get something and then use the code to get some freebies.
Freebies, link in the description. So now in this bedroom, this is where we're gonna, this is where our plan is to obviously create it a much nicer home. And that involves installing an ensuite in this room and the other one. So what our initial plan is, you can see the shower tray is here. We're gonna take this area here, so along here, to around here-ish, and then square that off, and that is gonna be a shower, toilet and sink. So it'll be a small ensuite. Think of it like a cheap London hotel or mid-range London hotel size.
Yeah, well, it'll just be a nice shower, sink and toilet.
Yeah.
But we were also thinking whether to have that go into the ensuite and then a door here into the bedroom.
Yeah, because that's what we slightly need to change. Because what you don't want, just thinking of how to live and make the space feel like a nice area, is you don't want to walk into a wall.
Or into another door. Yeah.
It doesn't want to be like a maze. So we've got to do a bit of thought process behind that. So have a good look at it, viewers, and tell us in the comments if you have a better idea, because we're always learning, or what you think we should do with this particular area. Let us know.
I think a door into the ensuite, and then there's another door on this wall here which takes you into the room.
Yeah, so you kind of come in like that, and perhaps a nice mirror or something on that wall so it makes the space look bigger.
Yeah, this is a big bedroom and it's still going to have a lot of space.
This is the primary bedroom. This is the master's bedroom.
There's two good bedrooms and then that smaller single
This is a better shape.
Yeah.
So into the last bedroom then, which I think is probably bedroom 2 based on the size. So you still have a double bed over there. And then this is going to be the ensuite area here. So we're going to move that radiator. And then again, shower, sink, basin here. So every room then will have its own, it'll be a 3-bed with 3 en-suites, which is good for a future potential HMO, if a new buyer wants to, do that, or just a nice family home where you all have your own bathroom.
Yeah. What else is there? We're putting, sink. You said sink and basin. You meant sink and toilet, I think.
Yeah, sorry.
There's a mirror. Thanks for leaving this.
Yeah, so that's pretty much inside the house. We'll go check out the garden, show you that, show you the house from the back. And I think that's most of the info, isn't it?
Yeah, we've spent... we've basically got a few electrics done. We've ripped up all the carpets. It's basically a shell now, isn't it?
Yeah, and it looks like it hasn't come very far, but a lot of the stuff has been done previously. Like even just getting all the wallpaper off here is a bit of a mammoth task.
Yeah, that was a crazy task. It's actually really nice, this little bit.
Yeah, it would look nice, wouldn't it? Okay, let's head outside into the cold. So we've got some nice outbuildings over here.
So we were actually thinking of doing an extension when we first were looking at this house. You see this end of the kitchen, it would work if you square it off. The prices for that were just coming in way too much. It's not really wasn't worth it.
Doing, exactly. So it's a garden is basically like a triangle. Just happened to be that is the way it is. Originally there was a huge shed here, kind of home built by the previous owners, so that all had to come down. It actually went all the way from pretty much there to the end of the garden. You can see that old building at the end. That's actually the neighbour's garden, so we're going to put a new fence up.
Yeah, it's weird. It goes like, follow this line, and then it cuts off here. So this bit at the end, what does she called it, like a dog leg or something?
Something like that, yeah.
That used to be an air raid shelter. So we need to basically sort all of this bit out. Matt and your brother did an amazing job with the garden, didn't you? It was actually so much more overgrown than this.
Yeah.
It looks a lot clearer. Maybe we got a few clips.
I got a few clips. I took a few photos when we did it. Yeah, it looks a lot better, and that shed being gone looks a lot better as well. So it's getting there, and now that we've got this new team in, we've come back, we've took action, we've made it happen, and now obviously for when we go away again on Monday, things should start moving nicely.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. What do you think? What do you think of the house?
Yeah, let us know. Shall we go back inside?
Yeah.
Oh, we've also got an outbuilding here. Yeah, we were going to knock all that down and make an extension, but didn't work with the figures on that one. Yeah, so make sure as well to watch our vlogs, because we actually vlog coming here.
You guys need to check out our second channel. So we've got this main channel, obviously we want to keep just the tours on there, both of the luxury homes and our investment properties as well. But this vlog channel, there's so much behind the scenes, so much of our life, but also we're doing quite a few detailed property Q&As where we're explaining a bit more about the financing, exactly. So all that stuff that we're not going to put on the main channel because that's just the tours. Go subscribe to that and you can watch all of it. The link will be in the description. It's called Matt and Summer Vlogs if you want to just search it.
Do we have a CGI of what the kitchen's going to look like?
No.
Oh,
no.
I'm really excited for the kitchen to go in.
Yeah.
I don't know whether what will our next video will be when this one's completed, maybe, and we'll go through before and after pictures, all the costs and figures, because we did that on our previous property. We'll link that in the description too.
100%.
Before and afters are the best.
Another reminder, guys, if you want the exact letter template that we used, as well as all of our other tips and tricks about how we finance properties, how we finance them, go check out our e-guide in the description below. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe.
Yeah, make sure to hit the like button because it really, really helps the algorithm.
We do appreciate it.
The YouTube algorithm is difficult.
Yeah, it's right in the way with the algorithm, so help us out. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.